Over the past few months, Diddy has been making headlines for not so good reasons. It all started when his ex-girlfriend Cassie sued him, making some serious accusations. Since then, more accusations have popped up, giving us a clearer picture of who Diddy really is. For about 30 years, Diddy has been seen as a big deal in hip-hop, a real mogul. But lately, his reputation has taken a nosedive. People are starting to see him in a different light, and it's not a good one. Even though there have been many allegations against him, it seemed like nothing would touch him. He seemed untouchable. But just a few hours ago, things took a dramatic turn. The feds raided his home. This is big news. Hi everyone, welcome to the True Fish channel, where we bring you the truth. Today we're talking about Diddy's home being raided. Joining me is Dee, and we're diving into the details. Diddy has always been a huge name in the music world, especially in hip-hop. He's been a key player in shaping what hip-hop is today. But now, things are different. Let's see how this unfolds. Diddy became a big shot in the hip-hop world by pushing the genre into the mainstream, with help from Clive Davis. This gave him a major advantage as hip-hop grew, allowing him to build his empire. With his power and influence, he became one of the most important figures in hip-hop and the music industry overall. But now the world is starting to see what Diddy has been up to with all that power. When his ex, Cassie, exposed him, some felt like he got caught, but they doubted he'd face real consequences because he seemed untouchable. However, things might be changing. News is spreading that on March 25, 2024, Diddy's home was raided as part of an investigation into serious allegations against him.
We have breaking news to report out of Star Island, where the home of rapper P. Diddy is being raided.
Let's get right over to CBS News Miami's Naja Sherman with what we know so far. Naja?
Lauren, this is breaking news just into our newsroom moments ago. U.S. officials confirmed that P. Diddy's homes in L.A. and Miami are being raided by Homeland Security and other law enforcement. Our Chopper 4 over the scene. This is all due to possible and investigation related to that. Searches were performed as part of the ongoing investigation. Just a short time ago, they released a statement saying, quote, earlier today, Homeland Security investigators in New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with the assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available. And again, this is breaking news just into our newsroom. Our CBS News Larry Seward is headed to the scene.
Some news outlets are saying that both of Diddy's homes, one in LA and the other in Miami, were raided. They're reporting that the raid is part of a serious investigation by federal authorities into allegations against Diddy and his company. It seems they're looking for evidence related to these serious accusations. Videos are circulating online showing members of Diddy's household being handcuffed and taken away by the authorities. Diddy himself doesn't appear to have been at home during the raid. This development is quite intriguing, especially considering that a few months ago, TMZ reported that the NYPD was looking into Diddy, although the NYPD later denied those allegations. This raid comes after several lawsuits have been filed against Diddy for serious allegations, including sexual assault. Recently, one of his former producers accused him of grooming and sexual assault, and another woman claimed she was assaulted by him and Aaron Hall. There's also a case where a victim alleges she was assaulted by Diddy when she was under 18. After being flown out to his studio by his team. And let's not forget that it all started with Cassie accusing Diddy of sexual assault. It's worth noting that Diddy could potentially be facing repercussions for any of the serious allegations against him, considering the timing of this raid. It does seem a bit odd that authorities are taking action now, especially since these accusations have been around for a while. Some speculate that this could be a move to bring down Diddy because he's been exposed for a lot of questionable behavior. With all these revelations and no real consequences, it's shedding light on the true nature of power dynamics. It's possible that those in charge are cutting ties with individuals like Diddy, who can't seem to keep their actions in check. This could be seen as a way to prevent the system from collapsing, as Diddy's scandals have already been publicized. However, there's also the possibility that this raid is just a distraction from larger issues. It's a complicated situation, and it's difficult to say for sure what's really going on.
Hey, how you doing? So, here today about this latest lawsuit with the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him, lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Lil Rod. So basically his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And of while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me, and I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Little Rod, they were both SA'd by him, but in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I got up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999, Club New York. I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, even the surgeon who did the surgery, I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face. I watched him fire the. I've said all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible, testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, Puffy, pew pew me in the face. He testified in the criminal trial. It is in the record. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it, but he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody.
It's puzzling why authorities didn't investigate Diddy earlier, especially given his involvement in the club incident back in 1999. They seem to have protected him back then, but now they're suddenly interested in investigating him. It's suspicious, to say the least. With all the allegations against him over the years, it's surprising they didn't take action sooner. Many people have spoken out about Diddy's behavior, not just those who sued him but also others who worked closely with him, like his security guard, who claimed Diddy harmed Usher when he was just a teenager. When so many people are saying similar things, it raises serious questions that need answers. It's definitely strange that they're only acting now.
Right, Little Rod, he alleges that, Diddy told him personally that he has with Usher. And when you look at the lawsuit, even though they got Usher name redacted, you could tell who it is because they described him as the guy that performed at the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, we all know who that is, right? How you feel about that, man?
Well, I mentioned that earlier, that he said about Stevie J. The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a certain feeling, and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all.